Welcome back to Dirty Garage Mods. I am Daniel, and today you are going to be seeing me change a brake caliper on my vehicle. So hang tight and we'll get started here in just a few minutes. Alright, so first thing is first, what I am going to do is I am going to relieve the brake line, and do that on a 2005 Pontiac G6. It is going to be, let's see if I guessed right. Nope, I guessed wrong. It is going to be 11 millimeter. That loose, relieve the pressure. Let that drain for a minute. Alright, now for the next part. I will not be changing the brake pads on this. I'm going to use existing brake pads. This caliper is shot. It's froze up, so I'm going to be putting a new one on it today, and I will provide links to the new one down below so you guys can see that. And if you want to order off of Amazon, then you can. Pretty good parts that I've found so far, so yeah. That first one for this was 11 millimeter for some reason for the brake line, and then these two little bolts here are 14 millimeter. And they're just going to be short little bolts, so keep that in mind. Weird how they set these up on these Pontiacs. Alright, so anyways, what you want to do is take the pry bar, just get in there with something like that, pry bar, screwdriver, something like that, and you pull off the old caliper. You finish draining the fluid out into your container so it's not getting everywhere. Alright, so there's that. And then the new part comes with a new bracket, so you go ahead and take the bracket off as soon as you get the right socket. That's worse than working with parts that are extremely cold. This is a cheater bar I use. It's just a square piece of pipe. Works really good. You go to the top one. These are 15 millimeter bolts on here, so break them loose. I strongly advise when you have all this stuff taken apart that you take time to inspect everything in there too, so that way you know if you need to replace any other part. Inspect your ball joints, inspect your wheel bearing, your axle, and all that. I have a little bit of axle noise going on, and I thought it was this side, but it may not be. So alright, so take that off. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be replacing the wheel bearings too. Wheel hub assemblies. That can wait till later on this summer when it's a little bit warmer. Let's see here. That's the front pad. And this is the back pad. So we'll just separate them like that. Alright. So I do need to go to the auto parts store, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real fast, and then we'll be right back. I'm going to put this on a jack stand for safety. Welcome back. Got my parts and my grease and all that crap I needed. So here's what you got to do now. You're going to be putting a new bracket on, and little toolbox open here. I'm going to try to get that out of the way as much as possible. Shove it in there. Put your rotor back on. You kind of need that to stop with. Always inspect your rotor too. Make sure everything's good on it. And this in here looks really good. So take that. Shove it in there like so, and you take your bolts, get them lined up. Sorry if my head is in the way. This is the hardest part of it, really. Get that bolt lined up, and then you get your top one lined up where it's supposed to go. You get your 15mm ratchet socket out. Get that all snugged up. You don't want to over snug until you get the other end all the way threaded in. They're good enough. Put your extension on, which I don't seem to have laying here. Oh yes, I do. You can use a 15mm ratchet wrench. It'd be a lot easier to do this than it is to do it this way. However, I don't have a 15mm ratchet wrench. I have a 5/8, but 5/8 don't fit it quite right, so. Snug up your top one. Then go ahead and snug your bottom one up. Make sure they're good and tight. And this is very important. These are your guides for your brake pads. You want to make sure you put these on, as if not, you'll have problems. So these are real simple. They just pop in there. Take it, pop it down in there. And top one. Top one's in. Alright, some grease. Alright, take you a little bit of grease, put it on your finger, get it out of there. It's kind of cold. Put a little grease in there, a little grease on this side. This helps reduce noise and friction. And what I like to do is I like to put a little bit of grease on the back of the brake pad as well. There's still grease on there from last time I done this in an attempt to try to fix my noise problem. Put that on there like so, just a little bit of grease. And I got these. And you just slide your brake in there like so. Your pad in there, your back pad in there. Then you do this, you repeat the same step for the front pad. A little bit of grease on there. You don't gotta go crazy with it, but just enough to, you know, reduce the noise. Alright, there's that. Then you put your caliper on. I'll include a link down below for this particular kind of, if I can find it, brake grease. It's pretty good stuff. I've been using this tube for quite a few years, so but I'll provide an Amazon link down below if you guys are interested in this. Maybe I'll find this tube or similar to this brand. So but alright, so then you just put your brake caliper on. Get one bolt started. Get your other bolt started up. It's really that simple. It's pretty easy. And now you have left to do is bleed the brake system. and I don't have somebody here to help me do that with right now, so I'll do that off camera. It's really easy. What I usually do is I have someone pump up the brake 3 different times and hold it, and I just release this valve right here. So, and that gets the air out of the system. 3 to 5 times is normally what I do. So, yeah. Alright, and there you go. There's that. Of course, you want to reattach your brake line. This comes with brand new copper washers, so you can just put new ones on. You don't gotta worry about the old ones. I always save the old ones because I don't remember if they come with them or not sometimes. So, oh, or you know, if you like what you see, smash the thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Links for any materials I've used in this video will be in the description as well. And at the end of the video here, there'll be a video that I picked, and there'll be a video that YouTube picked. You can watch either or. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.